Would you like to know the psychological secrets to money, to wealth, to attracting it, to how millionaires attract it, how people that don't have money actually block money from their life? This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and I want to share with you one of the most powerful books that I ever read on attracting and creating wealth. Let's dive right into the video. Number 2, Secrets of a Millionaire Mind, and that's a really powerful book. That's basically, here's how I'd summarize it, and what I got out of that book is, that book was really impactful for me. I probably read that one 10, 12 times, and I'm the type of person that rereads the same books instead of finding a lot of new books, and so that's why I've read that one so many times. And he likens the outer and the inner game of money, the psychology of money, and such. And so what he likens it to is, you know how you set a thermostat? Let's say you set your thermostat for 72 degrees, right? And then it becomes an unconscious mechanism, right? You don't have to consciously keep your house at 72 degrees. There's a machine that's in work set for 72 degrees, and if you keep all the windows open and it's blowing 110 degree air in, your thermostat is gonna try to create homeostasis by shooting colder air than 72 degrees to combat the warmer air that's coming in, right? Or if all your windows are closed and you had the door open for a little while, that'll kick in, shoot colder air to keep it at 72, right? It's a machine designed to keep an unconscious medium that's been set, an unconscious target that's been set. Well, that's how your subconscious mind works. Psychologists say 95% of your life is unconscious. It's subconscious, meaning it's habitual and you consciously do not determine the results. Now, 95% of our life is subconscious or unconscious, meaning 95% of the time we are not consciously determining the thoughts, feelings, and results that we're getting in our life, especially in relation to money. Now, our subconscious mind is actually, from the time we're a little kid, it's receiving information from sources outside of us. And that's how our beliefs, actions, and habits largely get formed. So most of those in relation to money are formed from whoever raised us. They're formed from what we hear on maybe the news media casually while like you're playing with your toys or you're doing your thing and you're a little kid and you're sitting with a guardian or parent or whatever at your house. And then they're formed by the energy archetypes, the consciousness that our parents, our grandparents, and our ancestors, but specifically our parents or our guardians or whomever is the adult figures when we're younger, their consciousness and energy in relation to money generally impacts us. So we're programmed in a lot of the same ways that our family is programmed. Now, the reason that that is so enlightening and was so life-changing for me is because 9 out of 10 people die with less than $10,000 and virtually no financial assets. 9 out of 10 people. So the collective energies outside of us are generally influencing us in a negative way in relation to financial abundance and financial ease. Now, the number one cause for divorce is money issues. So we lose a lot. A lot of people's parents got divorced over money. And so you might develop the subconscious belief that either there isn't enough money or that money eventually leads to pain and divorce and loss of love. So unconsciously, you may even sabotage your ability to earn money. So there's all these belief systems that we've inherited from authority figures, guardians, and our world at large. And a lot of them are untrue altogether. One of the big ones that stopped me that I learned was that I had decided that only greedy people have money. And this was a belief system that I developed at about 17 to 19 years old. Before I started doing what I'm doing now, I got very discontent with a lot of the affairs and state of the world. And my first book that I actually wrote about dropping out of college and backpacking around the world, called Into the Wind, begins in economics class, and I'm asking my economics teacher why we cannot audit the Federal Reserve. And I wanted to know that because I saw that there were a lot of corruption and problems that were occurring due to human greed. Catch how I said due to human greed. I thought it was due to money. That's like saying that the reason people crash cars is due to cars. No, often it's due to text messaging, not paying attention, those types of things. Not the car's fault. It's not the money's fault. It's our greed and our illusions that we're stuck in that cause it. So I set this belief system, right? Unconsciously, my association is that you're a bad person if you if you're financially successful. Now, I formed that unconsciously. And unbeknownst to myself, when I eventually started doing what I'm doing, I wrote my first book, then I got a publishing deal with Penguin Random House, and I was starting to build my career. That's when, as I mentioned earlier, I was struggling really bad financially. And it got to the point where it was like getting close to can I even do this as a profession, or do I have to quit this? You know, I had this spiritual mission, this higher purpose to inspire people and do all of these things, but I was struggling so much. Not only could I not do it, but I was always stressed, so I wasn't creative. I didn't have the money to get a camera that I want, anything like that. And I realized that I had developed that belief system, which I mentioned. And so subconsciously, I was blocking me from receiving any more money than just enough that I needed to have a little tiny apartment that I couldn't afford a couch for. And my wife now, my girlfriend at the time, was in debt. And because I had developed the subconscious belief system that it is somehow bad, and I'll become a bad person if I had it. So the subconscious job is to protect your unconscious assumptions or belief systems. And mine was that. So why do you think I didn't have money? Because I had that unconscious assumption and belief system that was controlling my life. And much like the thermostat that I mentioned earlier, your financial thermostat, which is a term that he uses in the book, is set to a certain level that unconsciously you always adhere to. Now, I had that. There's other people that make a lot of money, but they're always broke because their thermostat is set to blowing all the money, right? We're set in all these different ways. And so that book is really powerful to identify how your financial thermostat is set. But for now, maybe you could think of one way that you've developed a thought pattern or belief system in relation to money, career, abundance that might have been formed in a limiting way by your guardians, by the news media, by your parents, by your friends, or by somebody or something outside of yourself. And if you want, comment that down below. And if you want to take it a step further, download my free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's right there down below. jakeshypnosis.com, right there down below. And I created that after I read this book, actually, because when I understood how the subconscious mind works in relation to money, I created this recording that eventually changed my life, and you can download it, jakeshypnosis.com, right there down below. All right, so this is Jake Ducey with jakeducey.com. Thank you for watching part of the 3-part book series on 3 books that allow me to 10x my income and will help you manifest more money. If you really want to change your life, make sure you download my free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com, right there down below, to train your mind for wealth and for success subconsciously, right? 95% of our life is governed by our subconscious thought patterns. And if you can retrain that, you can change your whole life, jakeshypnosis.com. Double check that you've hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. The bell notification is what notifies you for new videos. So make sure that you hit the bell notification. Comment down below if you're going to buy one of these books, or if you've already read it, what was your thoughts on it? Have a beautiful day. Hashtag down below prosperity forever. Hashtag down below prosperity forever. Hashtag that down below. Have a beautiful day and see you next time.